The revolutionary Maxus Sba is a giant leap forward in tapware technology. One of the patented features of the Maxus Sba includes the multi-fit spindle. This allows for both flat-sided button locking handles and 20-notch splined anti-vandal handles to fit onto the spindle. The Maxus Sba has the added advantage of providing the consumer with any type of turn that suits the installation environment. Whether a quarter, a half, or even 3/4 of a turn is desired, the one Maxus Sba can do it all. Combining the multi-fit spindle with the unlimited turn option into each Maxus Sba assists merchants wanting to minimise their component stock holdings. Now, only one Sba is required to cover what took many Sbas in the past. The core principle by which the Maxus Sba operates turns the traditional way of operating a tap upside down. The Maxus Sba actually uses the water pressure to close off the water supply. This concept may seem hard to believe because traditionally we've become accustomed to applying a high degree of torque to a threaded spindle, which is needed to force a jumper valve to act as a seal against the flow of water. Our way of thinking was, why not use the force and the energy contained within the water to make a better sealing and more efficient tap. The Maxus achieves this efficiency by using a high quality EPDM rubber seal that always stays in contact with the seat of the tap body. Because the Maxus lower seal never leaves the seat, the seal does not distort and wear prematurely. A stainless steel plunger then acts as the stop for the flow of water. Therefore, the more water pressure that is applied to the rubber seal, the more it bows towards the stainless steel plunger, and the result is an even better watertight seal. The vertical movement of the plunger away from the lower seal also enables for a more finite control of the water flow. What makes the Maxus Sba even more robust than any other Sba on the market is its ability to handle poor water quality and still provide superior operation. The reason for this is the patented plunger and assembly mechanism. Unlike ceramic disc Sbas that cannot operate in environments with contaminants present in the water supply, the Maxus Sba allows foreign matter to pass through the Sba as the water provides a self-flushing eddy within the assembly, forcing the contaminants out of the body and through to the outlet. The installation of the Maxus Sba is very simple. Firstly, remove the existing Sbas from the tap bodies. If the seats are damaged and need to be reseated, please do so by using the patented Ewing shortcut tap reseater. Once any of the foreign matter has been removed and the seat is smooth, it is time to install the Maxus Sbas. For this installation, we have decided that a half-turn operation is required. Firstly, ensure the internal assembly is wound fully into the locking nut assembly. On a standard turn Sba, the internal assembly will wind clockwise into the locking nut assembly, whereas a contra-turn Sba, indicated with a C marking on the locking nut assembly, will wind in an anti-clockwise direction. Screw the entire Maxus tap assembly into the tap body. Fully tighten the Maxus assembly by using a spanner on the flat sides of the locking nut, being careful not to damage the external threads. Place the Maxus spanner on the end of the spindle of the Maxus Sba and wind the internal assembly so it engages fully with the seat of the tap body. Wind in a clockwise direction for a standard turn Sba and in an anti-clockwise direction for a contra-rotating Sba. Position the tap handle so it will be in the correct off position at the completion of the winding stage. The tap handle, or Maxus spanner, should have a nice firm feel to indicate that you should stop winding the internal assembly towards the tap seat. Once you are happy with the handle's off position, slide the Maxus spanner down the spindle with the spanner's prongs resting in the setting screw. Turn the handle to the final on position where you would like the handle rotation to end. Using the Maxus spanner, screw the setting screw in a clockwise direction so it firmly locks in place whilst holding the handle in the correct end position. This clockwise winding will be the same for contra and standard turn Sbas. The internal tap mechanisms are now automatically set and ready for full operation. The same procedure for installing the Maxus Sbas is used for lever and capstan style handles. The Maxus Sba is another patented product distributed by Ewing Industries, the leaders in plumbing technology.